Mindjárt.
Stop. Jó, bocsánat. Csak én is kíváncsi vagyok.
Ne legyél annyira kíváncsi.
Azt mondja, thank you for your purchase and immediate payment.
Hát rögtön fizettem érte.
Igen, ez egyik szép.
Wow! Oké, ez fura, ezt nézd. Ez egy XT, ahogy gondoltam, de nézd. Itt az oldalán nincs semmi. És a másik oldalán sincs semmi.
Igen.
Ez azt jelenti, hogy ez a redesign. 2013-ban csináltak egy redesignt, ez eredetileg 2011-ben készült egyébként. És valamiért azt csinálták, hogy úgy nézzen ki inkább, mint egy Extreme 2. Nem tudom miért. Lehet, hogy milyen színe van egyébként.
Fekete.
Akkor nem, akkor mindegy. Akkor lehet, hogy csináltak bele valami special edition.
Fekete, és itt zöld karima van. Ez zöld, másik oldalon, meg sárga. És ugye négyféle színe van a...
Mert itt kellene lenni a sejketnek, a sejket az nem létezik, és a fülhallgató sem létezik.
Aha.
Nem tudom miért nem. De viszont megvan benne az elemtartó.
Igen.
És az is érdekes, hogy hogyha itt megnézed, ez műanyagból van, és nem abból a viasz dologból, mint ami az eredeti. A Twisted az még inkább érezhető, egy kicsit máshogy is néz ki. Sőt, a Pull It egyébként van benne elem. És a legérdekesebb az a Spin It lesz szerintem, mert kíváncsi vagyok, hogy pörög. Wow! Ezt hallgass? Az én eredeti XT-m egyáltalán nem kattogott így. Mert eredetileg így kéne kattognia, csak én nem tudtam még csak később. És a bumpit gombok is műanyagból vannak.
Igen.
Szóval valamilyen szinten ez nekem új. Mert az enyém, ugye ott azok a viasz izék voltak. És persze ennek mind a két gombja megvan, mert ugye ez nagyon kattog. A másik is így? Igen, a másik is így kattog.
Igen, lehet, hogy ebbe erősebb izét raktak.
Rugót?
Hát rugót meg érintkezőket. Lehet, hogy az volt úgymond a hibája az előzőnek, hogy hamar elromlottak az érintkezők.
Szerintem az könnyen lehet.
Akkor lehet, hogy ez kicsit tartósabb ilyen szempontból.
És a Shake It miatt, hát ennek olyan hangja van, de hogyha innen megpróbál megfogni, akkor ilyen kicsit fura hangokat ad ki.
Kicsit lötyög benne, a bopit gombok lötyögnek.
Ja, tényleg, meg a Spin It inkább az is lötyög. És ugyanott van a Reset gomb, ahol az előbb volt, itt a Twisted mellett. Wow!
Van benne még más esetleg nincsen, úgyhogy akkor ezt visszamondom.
So, I'm not sure how much you've been able to gather by that, but basically, I'm gonna give a little quick recap while I do this. Oh, also, I just now realized there's writing on the side for every single command. Each one has a bit of writing on it. I love this clicking. It only clicks a few times, but... So I'm gonna quickly talk about what happened. So, as you all know, about 2 weeks ago or so, I released the video about the retrospective. And I said that I was going to get a download. Well, what ended up happening after that was that I bid on the download and I won the bid as normal. But a few days later, I was wondering what was going on with the shipping because they didn't ship it out yet. So I decided to wait a few more days, and about a week ago, the seller... Ooh, this is great. That is just great. I love this. I love the mechanics of this thing. This is... I'm not sure if it's new. I don't think it is, but even though it's not, it's in amazing condition. Anyway, so the seller asked me... apparently they confused the two... I think they had two listings. One of them was a download, the other one was not. And they sent the opposite packages to the opposite recipients, and I'm not sure if the one who paid, or not paid, but the one, if there was even a buyer for the other one, which turned out to be this. So I got the opposite one, which is fine. They told me that it's going to be another Boppet. I was wondering as to which one, so I asked them a few questions, and they answered back about a day later. Again, very well done. They talked about it, about the fact that they answered all my questions, so I had no doubt that it wasn't a download I'm getting, but it's not going to be a Boppet Extreme either. I specifically asked what command it had, and they said that it has a spin it and a flick it, so that narrows it down quite a bit. And I also asked them about the volume control. They said yes. And I also asked what modes it has. They weren't very specific about that, but I was able to gather that I'm most likely going to be getting an XT. So I was like, okay, fine. That's good, because you all know how bad my XT is in terms of its well-being, if you can call it that. Because, well, it's almost unplayable. So, another week or so later, it arrives, and this is exactly what you just now saw. So, I got the package, and this, if you couldn't tell already, which you can just either translate it from Hungarian or just listen to the noises I make with it, this is the 2013 redesign one, which means it looks like an XT, but the part where the shake it goes, there is none, and the part where the headphone jack goes, there is none either, which is weird, but that's what happened. I don't understand exactly why they did that, but they did. And so let me quickly look at the mechanics one more time. So these are the Boppet buttons. There's this one. I can't believe how clicky that is. Listen to that. There's the yellow one. I'm going to be playing it with the green facing up. There's the twist it. Let's twist it the other way. Still makes noise. My old one, you couldn't even twist it the other way at all. Now, another thing that's interesting about this is how the commands are completely plastic, not wax anymore, which means they aren't going to degrade as much. I like this change because the whole wax thing is a bit annoying. Next is the flick it, which sounds like any other. In fact, it does a little bit of a creaking sound. If you listen a bit closely, it doesn't do it anymore, but it did just now. Oh my god, that is cool. Listen to this. I can flick it rapidly like a dial on a phone. It's crazy. And then there's the spin it, which I've never seen a spin it this amazing. Listen. You can hear it clicking. Can I make it click rapidly again? Almost. That is great. I love this noise that it makes. I especially love the flick it. Okay, so now it's time for me to play this a little bit. I'm not sure how much I want to go up to. I'll play it. I think I'll do novice, I guess.
Solo. Blasting.
I'm not sure what pitch this is. I'm thinking it's normal.
Novice. 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 Novice.
It could be low, actually.
Bump it to start.
By the way, it still has the designs on the bop it button the same way. Okay, let's go.
Bump it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Flick it.
And no shake it.
Pull it.
Ever.
Flick it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Bump it. Bump it. Spin it.
This thing is quite loud.
Flick it. Spin it. Pull it. Bump it. Bump it. Twist it. Spin it. Flick it. Flick it. Spin it. Twist it. Pull it. Bump it. Flick it. Pull it. Twist it. Bump it. Flick it. Spin it. Flick it. Twist it. Twist it. Bump it. Pull it. Spin it. Pull it. Spin it. Bump it. Flick it. Twist it. Pull it. Flick it. Bump it. Spin it. Spin it. Pull it. Pull it. Bump it. Twist it. Spin it. Flick it. Flick it. Spin it. Twist it. Pull it. Bump it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Bump it. Flick it. Twist it. Pull it. Twist it. Bump it. Bump it. Spin it. Spin it. Flick it. Twist it. Twist it. Bump it. Pull it. Spin it. Pull it. Flick it. Spin it. Flick it. Bump it. Bump it. Twist it. Pull it. Flick it. Spin it. Bump it. Pull it. Twist it. Flick it. Twist it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it.
Almost done now.
Flick it. Bump it. Spin it. Twist it. Score 100. Oh, you're good.
That I am.
You beat novice. Bump it to keep going.
When was the last time I heard that? I do not know.
Bump it to keep going.
I'm not sure when was the last time I heard it say you beat something. I'm just gonna wait for it to go to sleep.
I'm going to sleep.
Because I don't really want to bore you guys with playing the XT. The XT is quite common. What I didn't expect was the 2013 redesign one. Even then, I don't know if I'll be playing with this I mean, I will beat it at least once, just to confirm that I can do it. And I'll probably do some challenges on this. I'm not sure which ones. I think I will definitely do the Pro Challenge, because the Pro Challenge, of course, is only available on the Pro level of the Bop It XT, no other game. One more thing, though, that I'm going to do in this recording is, well, you know, there's really no avoiding it, is there? I'm going to take the cover off, and I'm going to do the test mode. Now, the reason why I'm going to do this is not because I do the test mode for everything. Quite frankly, I haven't actually done the test mode for some of the games that I got from Pixel, for example, because there's no point. The point of this, for me, is to see if... Oh, I can't actually unscrew the cover for this one. That isn't great. This cover, or this screw inside the cover, doesn't want to move. So maybe what I'm going to have to do is just take some kind of pen or whatever and... I'm just... My my attempts are futile, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do is take this, and I actually got it with batteries, by the way, so I wouldn't even have to put new ones in it. Question is, where do I find a reset tool that's good enough? I'm going to quickly go over here, take this. I think this is the one I used to use. And I'm going to quickly go and see. Oh, listen to that. That is me pressing both bop it buttons down with my legs. Okay, I'm going to reset. And I'm going to...
Score 28.
Okay, so it still does score 28. I'm going to quickly test the actions.
Green, yellow, green, yellow.
Definitely lower pitch than any of my other games, unless the batteries are low, which I don't think they are, because if they were, they would wobble more instead of just being steady like this.
Green, yellow, green, yellow.
Let's do the other ones. Oh, that is very pronounced feeling pull it there. It doesn't do this weird, smooth, almost non-existent. It clicks a lot more. Flick it. And finally just spin it. Which, every time that switch disengages, it always happens on the disengage. So the way the spin it works is when it spins around, it eventually hits this switch, which makes it click. And that clicks. Now, if you go past that point, the switch will disengage and then rotate another like half or so rotation. It'll go back to the button. It will just keep doing this forever. And you can't do anything else, unless if you hold both buttons, of course, in which case it will... I'm going to talk over this because it's extremely annoying and I'm just trying to find the fricking reset tool. Where the hell did it go? I am not sure. You both lose. High score. You are such a nudge. Pro. I cannot find my reset tool. Seriously, where did it go? I can't. The only problem is the reset tool that I found is so small. Okay, I can shut it up now. Thank you. Sorry about that. The reset tool that I was using was so small that I just had to constantly hunt for it. Anyway, that was that. I'm not doing that ever again. I just wanted to figure out, for one, what the actions felt like, which they feel perfect. They feel amazing. And I also wanted to see if it ever had any different revision number, which it doesn't. It still says score 28. Now, one more thing. Actually, I'll do one more thing, which is... the other one, the number test one. The reason why is so I can see if the low pitch still exists.
Bump it to start. Score 1.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Okay, now.
4, 2.
Yep, there it is.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 2.
Warn, there it is.
100.
And it only goes up to 100. So yeah. There. Bop It XT Redesign 2013 edition is now in my collection, replacing my old XT, which is probably never going to be played again. Now, the question arises still, what is going to happen to those games that are either non-functional or just plain don't work as well as they used to? My answer to that, I have no idea. I can't really do much about it for now. I don't think I'd be able to sell them because, who would want to buy broken one, especially if it ships from Hungary, where most of the people, like most of the demographic for these electronic games are in the UK or the US, and you can get either brand new ones or very well used ones like this one, although I'm not even sure if this is brand new or not. It looks extremely well, like in extremely good condition. So even if it was used, you can't tell. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so like no one would want to buy it because there's so many of them and they're so low price anyway. And these things are meant to be played with for a few years and thrown away in most cases. So just like a broken, like one with a broken bop-it button and most of the action's not working. Add to that the fact that the shake it is kind of boosted, and the bop-it beats, which, well, the bop-it button kind of doesn't work almost, and the Simon Era, which has a boosted speaker so it can't play sound. Yeah, I can't do much about that. Now I have replacements for all those three, which is amazing, even though the Bop-It Beats speaks French and the Bop-It XT is the 2013 redesign one. To be quite honest, I don't care that much because I always thought the Shake It was a very gimmicky move. It never worked as well as I think when I got it new, maybe it worked better because it was new, but over the years, especially in 2014 and 2015 when I started paying attention, it really didn't, like, it just started becoming just this burden that I constantly had to deal with when I was playing the XT because I didn't want to turn it off. It was a part of the game. I had to keep it on, you know what I mean? Like, if it has a move, why not leave that move on? I mean, you can turn it off, but it's just like, what's the point of that? I do miss the headphone jack. That's a bit annoying, but if I ever want to record anything, I could always just bring out my old one, but like there is nothing to record anyway, and I don't usually play these games, especially Bop-Its, or anything with a headphone jack natively. I don't bring those anywhere. I may bring a Simon, like a Simon Micro, or maybe the Brain Bash, or some other exotic game that isn't a Bop-It, because I'm just as open-minded as Pixel is about my electronic games. I don't stick to Bop-It at all. In fact, Bop-It is my most disliked brand that I get things from. Some of them are good. I do have to give it that, especially the older ones, but not the newer ones. Anyway, so that was the 2013 redesign XT. I hope you enjoyed, and I don't really know what to do about it. I'll mess around with it in the future, definitely. And I like how it doesn't even need batteries because it already has them. And I'll just have to see how long those last. When they die, I'll be able to put them in something else. Like, I don't know. I'm actually not sure. I'm trying to think. There are not very many things with AAAs that I could put into stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. And by the way, actually, before I forget, I have no complete plan as to what it is that I'm going to be getting from eBay next. I have a few things in mind, but I'm going to do it slowly, which means I was first thinking once every 2 months. Maybe I can do it once every month. I can get something. Maybe. If I'm lucky and if I find something that's a good enough deal, I'll try to focus on games that I definitely do not have, especially ones that are not Bop-Its or not common games at least. I'll leave those for some time later. If I can get something that is more rare in my price range, or if I could get multiple things at the same time in lots, then I'll focus on those first. That's my plan. So I have nothing in mind specifically. We're just going to have to figure out exactly what it is that I'll be getting. And I'm just going to hope that I'll be able to continue collecting this stuff. So yeah, that was that. I'll see you guys next time.